joking right now. It's alright, so looks like stream's back up. Trevenants. Grass ghost again. Okay, blizzard landed. Ampharos. That's a Swampert problem. Air balloon? Am I guessing air balloon? No. Okay, just straight mega. Down it goes. Native Spire Dragon. Ooh, Dragon Pulse. Might be handy to have. Crawdons. Water Dark type. item. Puku, okay. The spring-loaded fist for innards out, I get it. Scrafty. Okay, I didn't realize Scrafty in here. That's kinking things. Fighting Dark is immune to psychic. Oh god, okay. Just feeling a little tired? I assure you I am. Getting tired of these ace trainers and their bullshit. Got Komodo. YouTube soon stop. Yeah, OBS broke at some point a little bit ago. I've restarted the stream, but yeah. It happened. I know it's OBS and not my internet, because I looked and I still had connection, so it was fine. Yes, we're almost to the end of Victory Road, I think. Florges, that's fairy type, non-grass. I think it's just fairy. I don't have any steel or poison moves right now, so I might as well just do this. Did they make it part grass? Maybe they did. Oh god, wish. Oh, that's gonna be a whole other problem. It's enough that they didn't use an item, and I can still go first. Plotzer is water. I wonder if you could make a full Pokemon party based on only Pokemon that are designed after weapons. I didn't read what mon's coming out. Ninetales. Oh, Ice type Ninetales. Because Remoraid is a gun, and that evolves into artillery, which is supposed to be artillery. We got the entire Aegislash line, which is sword and shield. Pretty sure Turtonator is probably based on something. Clauncher and Clawitzer are based off Howitzer tanks. If you want to stretch it, you can include Hydreigon, because they were supposed to be tanks, like literal tanks. But again, that's more of a stretch than anything else. Also, I just noticed this NPC has a shiny. Literally, the computer has better luck than I do. Oh, Phantom Force? Oh. Okay. Snatch was a choice of move to use. And there's another one in the way. I would like to leave, please. Oh god, there's two of them. And they're not even in line, they're offset. What kind of inhuman monster would do such a thing? That gave me extra uses. Okay, it did. Some extra uses of those moves. Okay, Jinx, let's hope for the best on you. Okay, Blizzard landed at least. Archeops down. Cryogonal, that's ice. Yes. I think I know which one that is. I was not thinking of the right one, but it's close enough. Genetic is grass. Worked. Slowbro, water psychic. Mega Slowbro. Ooh, my mistake. Parasong can come in handy. Oh dear. You love Swampert. And then Slowbro dies anyway. Really? Gudra. Sounds like a need for an ice type. Yeah, it's very good. Not use me. Okay. Damn it! I knew that Blizzard was gonna miss eventually. Will you freeze at least? Nope. Well, we're hoping for the best. I noticed it didn't get confused, so that means it'll still try for a third round. Malamar, Dark Psychic, that matters anymore. Of course. God, I remember even in the base game, Victory Road was a hassle to go through. I was hoping that would at least... Because I don't know how many more full restores the Strand is allowed to have. Okay, apparently none. Mega Kangaskhan, oh no. The crit. Okay, accuracy lowered. Reversal? Alright. Are you kidding me? Okay. How fast is Kangaskhan? Is reversal a priority move? Reversal must be priority. Go. Now I should be able to run through without issues. Well, Al, have you been playing Legend ZA recently? And I decided I didn't want to get it just because of, I don't know, I had heard some rumors that oh man, I froze it? That was unexpected. I heard rumors that a lot of the megas were locked behind the DLC, though a friend of mine did buy it, and they said that, no, that's not true. Okay. So I might get it. I played Kingdom Hearts, you finished Ghost of Yote. Nice! Which Kingdom Hearts was it that you played? The first one? Was it Dragon Poison? I didn't know that. Please live. Oh. That's right, the attack buff that I got from Energy Ball. KH1, okay. How far did you get, or did you finish it? You're at Agrabah. Okay, so it's still in the beginning. Yeah, did you pick the sword, wand, or shield at the start? Do you remember? The sword? Okay, yeah, most people pick the sword. Yeah, if you're playing on yeah, if you're playing on normal difficulty, yeah, the sword is perfectly fine and will do you perfectly well. But definitely if you ever go back to play it on proud mode, the harder difficulty, you're gonna want to stick with the shield. The sword is a much harder challenge in hard mode. Yeah, so, but otherwise, if you're playing in normal mode, sword, perfectly fine. Legend. Kangaskhan. The source of all my trouble. Yeah, I think you'll like it. I think that you'll like at least finishing the game. I don't know about 100%ing it. 100%ing the game is kind of a task on its own. But at least getting to the end is perfectly fine. Though I will say the final... Yeah, like the final couple bosses are really tricky, even if you know what to do. I hate these people. Oh my god. It is a priority move. Alright. I was supposed to do something closer to fixed damage like flail. Shit. Live. Oh. but then the baby. Wait, so it only had Mega Punch, Endure, Reversal, and Last Resort? Those were its only those were its moves? Okay. Yeah, how the gameplay didn't age well in Kingdom Hearts 1. I think the fighting is fine. I think the fighting part of Kingdom Hearts 1 aged perfectly fine. I don't think there's really much you could change about that, or would need to change about that. But the platforming in Kingdom Hearts 1 is bad. It was not great. I mean, it wasn't great then either, but there weren't a lot of action games that tried to have platforming in them. At that time, I think the closest we got was, you know, like your Ninja Gaidens or your Mega Mans, where even then, like, the most complicated actions you had was push one button to do a thing, push one button to jump. It wasn't like Kingdom Hearts where you've got combos that fling you all around the arena. I hate that Kangaskhan. Yeah, and I don't have any priority moves. Now that I know that Gudra's Dragon Poison. Oh! I have a plan. I know how to do this. It would be risky, but I could have Swampert. I could have Swampert hit Cofagrigus to get the Mummy ability. And then carry that through, because if I hit Mega Kangaskhan, its ability will get turned into a Mummy, and then it's only stuck with the one hit, which would help. Mostly because I don't have anything right now. Because I can't taunt it. That would be my only other option, is to taunt it. Yeah, I will say in Kingdom Hearts 1, you don't need to customize the Gummy Ship at all. I didn't. You really don't need to do the Gummy stuff. I didn't like the Gummy stuff. Random Litten. Okay. No. I'll try one more. Okay, that worked. Gudra. Wait. Malamar's Dark Psychic. So spread that sucks. Morbus. Oh my god. And it's already starting with Endure. You live on TCG, but this game makes you so angry sometimes with the AI cheating. Are you talking about TCG Pocket, the mobile game, or TCG Live? The mobile game, okay. Yeah, I haven't played that in a while. But, well, the thing is, so I'm gonna let you in on a secret. The AI isn't cheating. In TCG Pocket, the AI isn't cheating. It uses a stacked deck. They do most card games that have like a PvE aspect like that, where it's just you versus a computer, they use a stacked deck. It's not really shuffled. Usually, like, the first 5 or so turns are predetermined and stacked. And it's only once you get past that point that stuff starts to get random, because you're not expected to have the game last that long. So if it seems like it's cheating, it's not cheating. Either you're having bad luck or you just need a different deck. You just need to reorganize your deck. That was this. God. Jesus, the enemy spawn rate in here is atrocious. And I thought this was the way forward the entire time. Apparently it was not. Great. Oh god, more required fights. Surfetched. Okay, I think that was flying fighting as well, if I remember right. It's not just that, it's the coin toss. They almost always win and yours will fail. So that's not exactly cheating either. That's just a thing. So that's a flaw with RNGs in general. It's not really cheating. It would depend on, so no RNGs in a computer are truly random. What it is it, and it's only not truly random because you can't just tell it to pick a number between 1 and 10 and have it do so. It needs to have some sort of mechanism to do this, because computers don't naturally have one. So it takes some other thing that is not random, and through some means, however it's coded, I don't know the exact ways of how these two things happen, I just know they have to happen. It takes this non-random factor, uses it basically as a seed to generate whatever number it needs to generate. A lot of times people will pick a clock. They'll pick whatever, they'll use the clock as their seed. So whatever time of day it is will impact what results you get out of your RNG. So if it seems like your coin tosses are just never going your way, try playing it at a different time of day, or just simply a different day of the week, a different day of the month. Just like there is a non-random factor involved. It's just that it is ultimately a random number, but there's a non-random factor that's influencing it. So it's not really cheating there either, and that's also a problem. If they lifted the RNG from TCG Live, that's not a new problem. Because TCG Live had that same problem as well, where your coin tosses, there would be some days where players, just like every coin you ever tossed would be heads, and then there were some days where everyone would be tails. and it was just going to stay that way. Like, it's just a... However it is they have it set up, it's just a problem they've always had. But it's not technically cheating, unfortunately. Does it make you want to continue to play the game? Also, they're cheap with login bonuses or daily missions. That's bad for a gacha. From what I remember, it was always that way. What I remember, it was always that way. The whole gimmick was, yeah, you can open like 1 or 2 packs a day, and that's it for your concessions. Everything else is just bad. I remember that being the case even when I was playing it more active. But all the same, there is a reason why it's set up that way, and that's because it's meant to introduce you to the actual card game, not replace it. So yeah, it is supposed to make you want to try out the actual card game, or move over to the actual card game. Because that one is like, TCG Live is really what's trying to funnel you towards. TCG Live doesn't have any microtransactions in it. You cannot spend money in that game. You cannot spend money in that app. And that is done on purpose. Card prices you never play with real cards. Well, unfortunately, that is the purpose of TCG Pocket. It is to try to funnel you to TCG Live to make you want to use real cards. Now, in fairness, TCG Live, they've done a lot of things to change how it was set up. Partially because of what has happened with the card market, to where every time the set changes, they give players new pre-con decks based around the current set. So you'll never run out of decks. You'll always have new decks that are in standard format. When you go through the game, they have a battle pass, so if you don't want to do ranks, you can still earn packs and get all that. And if you do want to play ranks, well, your ranks can give you more packs and things in that way. So you always have a way to get more cards without spending money on physical stuff. If your difficulty will vary because you're being paired up against virtually random people. And some of them will just simply have decks that are better than yours, and it's largely luck-based. But one of the things, though, about the Pokemon TCG that I like better than Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic is that there are no cards which are just simply indestructible. There is nothing that just says, I negate everything. There's nothing that just can't be taken down through some way or form or fashion. There's plenty of cards that make it so that you can force your opponent to switch their Pokemon with something else. There are lots of Pokemon that can throw status conditions from the bench, so they don't even have to be in harm's way to do something. There is a lot at your disposal. You just have to have a plan to use it. You just have to figure it out. And TCG Pocket uses an incredibly simplified version of the rules just to get you just to get you interested, is to get you to understand this is how things are now, but you can also, but then you can move up. You can move up if you want something that's a little more challenging, maybe a little more fair, and something that doesn't want your money as badly. Because, yeah, no. Card prices for Pokemon, insane. Have been for years. On the plus side, though, the prices for the Final Fantasy card game dropped like a fucking rock. Which is not great, in retrospect, but it's good for me if I want to buy more. Cause yeah, now a box of Final Fantasy used to run, so back before the scalpers went crazy, boxes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Were like slightly cheaper than Pokemon, only because, Yu-Gi-Oh! Boxes infamously have a lot more in their pots. That's just, so if, unless you're like a super fan who builds a deck for everything, buying a box just ain't worth it. Buying a pack ain't fucking worth it in Yu-Gi-Oh! So they were always a little bit cheaper. They were around $90, and this was around the time that Pokemon boxes usually went for between 100 and 120. And Final Fantasies and Magic, you also ran around that same price range of between 100 and 120. Nowadays, Pokemon boxes are going for 200, and they have been ever since the scalpers started doing their shit in Scarlet and Violet set. But I just checked like a few weeks ago, and apparently Final Fantasy boxes are down to $60. And you get like twice as many cards as you do in a Pokemon box. It's fucking absurd. And they're higher quality too, so they're definitely more expensive to make. Magic is crazy with collabs. They did Final Fantasy, Star Trek, Ninja Turtle, Spider-Man, Avatar. Yeah, no, I've been telling my friends, Magic has become the Fortnite of card games. It just doesn't have an identity anymore. It has become the town bicycle. If you're willing to work with them to make money, they will do whatever you want. And yeah, that's been bugging me constantly ever since they started doing that. Like, Lord of the Rings I thought was fine, because it's still like medieval fantasy kind of deal. I thought that was fine. But then when we got Final Fantasy, I was like, why? And what sets are they going to limit it to? Final Fantasy has its own card game. They would do better to try and like advertise itself better than work with Magic, but fine. As long as they had like limited, but apparently they didn't. They grabbed everything, which I didn't like. I thought that was a little weird. Star Trek is especially strange. I think, didn't they do Star Wars? Am I thinking of something else? Yeah, Star Trek is a weird one. Ninja Turtles is a strange collab. Spider-Man's a strange collab. Avatar is also a very strange collab, though shockingly not as strange as some of the other ones. Because all in all, it's like, yeah, I don't like Magic. I don't like this shit. This is crazy. Star Wars launched a new card game. Yeah, that's right. They did launch a new card game. That must be what I'm thinking of, is that they had their own card game that they recently launched. Yeah, like I said, I think somebody did a little too much nose candy in the pitch room. Because that's right, they didn't just do Spider-Man. They crossed over with like the Marvel Universe in general, like twice, I think, didn't they? No, they've done it once already. They're gonna do it again. That's right. They announced. I think they announced like they were doing another Marvel set, just in general Marvel set. And yeah, I fucking hate it. Star Wars did one before. Yes. Yeah, they had one. Oh god, I have it in the other room, but I don't remember its name. Destiny. Star Wars Destiny. Yes. That one. So I was dating a girl who wanted to try it. It was like I wasn't sure. I was like, Star Wars Destiny. I don't know about that. It was like, I don't know. Anyway, she wanted to try it, and it was actually pretty interesting with the whole implementation of cards and dice. It was a really cool thing. I actually kind of liked it. And I understand it ran for quite a bit of time, and that was another one that wasn't a cheap game to make. Dice, I get, like dice were probably more expensive than the cardboard they used to make the cards on. So I'm kind of surprised that one lasted for as long as it did as well. Yeah, now they got a new Star Wars game, which is whatever. I'm sure it's fine. I haven't tried it yet, though. Yeah, no, I don't like all these collabs Magic has been doing. I think it's fucking gross. It's like, God, have some integrity as a fucking company. Alright, that was an animation. It's not a good sign, yeah. I'm thinking somebody owes somebody a lot of money. That's what I'm thinking. With all the sheer number of collaborations they're doing with completely just off the wall every brand imaginable. It's like, somebody owes somebody money. And a lot of it. I think somebody owes someone money over there. Who knows, maybe my little nose candy statement had more truth to it than I imagined. Maybe all the execs had a little bit too much fun one day. And their dealer told them no. But anyways, yeah, El, if you want a cheap card game to get into, Final Fantasy is the one for you right now. At a whole $60 US per box, you get 400 cards. Of your favorite Final Fantasy characters. Squall Leonhardt. Terra, whatever her last name was. Tidus, last name not found. You already bought a lot of Dragon Ball Heroes cards? Why? Why did you buy Dragon Ball Heroes cards? Is that arcade game even in Europe? I know it's not in America. They never brought that over to America, so I don't even know if it's in Europe, but I don't know. Because you love DBZ and the cards are beautiful. But why? Sir, listen, I have played Dragon Ball Heroes. That game ain't worth shit. They stopped the game. Yeah, I'm aware of that. The game ain't worth it. I have played Dragon Ball Heroes. It ain't worth it. So they'll be rare. It ain't worth it. The only people buying those are Japanese people. And they're not gonna buy it from people in France. You're looking at the nichest of niche collectors, sir. At least for the time being. You're an otaku? Listen, sir, you can say that word all you want. It doesn't change reality. Prefer to buy Dragon Ball figures? Okay. Well, figures! Yeah, figures are always expensive though, just because there's very few people who buy figures. Compared to people who buy, like, DVDs and t-shirts, there's very few people who buy figures. So those are always super expensive. Got them at a small price during an event. Well, yeah, it's saying you got them on sale at an event for them to be on sale. Typically speaking, your average anime figure is sold at very high markup and very, very expensive. Because people don't usually buy figures. An event like Comic-Con, a bit called Japan Expo. Yeah, there's a Japan Expo that happens over here too. But yeah, it's the same sort of deal. You got it at a place where they were specifically looking to offload it and move it. So they sold it at a cheaper price than if you were to buy it new. Not at a special event expo. God, it's been raining a lot. It's raining again today. How the fuck did I come back here? This RNG is being very mean to me. am being bested by a game designed for children. Although I guess to be fair, this is a fan hack. But let's see, we got okay. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where the hell I'm trying to go here. So I need to go right. I need to go there. So take the ladder behind Wally. Chase around. Something. I need to figure out where I am. So that starts me here. Okay, so here. And I can either go. Yes, and I have to go this way. Oh, okay. I think I see where everything went wrong. Okay, so it looks like I had two options. Check. Where did you go there? Pokemon games are not always easy. I mean, they're not always they're not always easy. But at the same time, this is still like designed for a child to not be lost. And I have been lost. Because I have no sense of direction. That takes me down here. I am there. Okay. So I think the problem was that I passed by where I needed to go. I don't think I. Yeah, I think I went too far. Back here, where am I at now? Okay, so I'm over there. Okay. Oh dear. Well, I guess let's try this way first. Okay, which one you don't remember the summons are useful or not? I guess it depends. Kingdom Hearts summons kind of have a reputation of they can be useful, but you don't ever really need them. Because Sora with the Keyblade is more than enough to take care of everything. So, you can use summons if you need them. Like, on the harder difficulties, there are certain summons that are legitimately useful, but on most of them, you don't really need them. I know with Kingdom Hearts 1, there's a Let's Player I'm watching who's doing a Let's Play of Kingdom Hearts 1 now, and he's trying his best to show off, like, all the summons, so what they can do. Because I had never used them, I think. I think I only used I think in my playthrough I used maybe Tinkerbell once, if that. No, he's shown off Simba, who can be useful for clearing crowds. I know he's shown Bambi, which can be useful for getting your MP back. Working on. I know he's shown Simba. I know he's shown Bambi. There's like another summon or two I think these have, but I just don't remember. Partially because I had never used them in the first place. But yeah, so if you really want to use them, you can. There's There's nothing saying that you can't or shouldn't. Hello, Gain Eager. This isn't how I remember Emerald to be. You're right, this isn't, because this is a fan hack called Moemon, a Star Emerald. It is much harder than the original Emerald, and it of course uses Pokemon from many, many, many regions. It's very mixed decks. Features Megas as well, though I'm sure you could tell. I got the Mega symbol next to my level right there. Rock Dragon is the choice. Okay. Or Fire Dragon. Oh, for the love of God, no. I don't want to. I'm not ready. Droughts. Forion. Let's see that. Neato. Should be fine. Oh. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Surprised they're throwing out Gengar. Levitate or Curse Body? Curse Body, okay. It's an ideal scenario. That's what I meant to do. Oh. Yeah, that's about what I expected. And it outspeeds Swampert, of course it does. Great! It wasn't one hurdle, it was another. Jinx might have done better. Probably would have. They're on the same level. Really? Okay. Of course, Violence can learn Dragon Pulse. Overheat though. Psychic. So I just need to beat Venusaur and then I'll be fine. Should reach the end after that. repair song. Hopefully it'll last long enough to do that. I know Venusaur ain't fast. Jinx isn't either. Oh, Jinx. Oh, no. Jinx survive? Okay. Just barely. But barely is long enough. Oh, right. I forgot about the dry skin thing. Now we have an issue of how do I burn that time. And down it goes. Okay, naturally in Dragon Balls. Alright then. Never mind that train of Sprite that was all fucked up. Just keep swimming. Oh, god damn it. It's never enough with these people. Trapia. Poison, dark type. Well, there went Weavile. Thank you for playing. Crocodile. You're not getting that Moxie off today. Oh wait, he's got Intimidate, not Moxie. Either way, it ain't working out. Toxic Rogue. Oh, right. Oh, Golem. Still have an Earthquake available at my disposal. No, thank you. Drill A. Bug Poison. Stone Edge. Mega Beedrill. I see. I mean, I guess not too bad of a design. I'm questioning the spikes on the shoulder, though. Like that's 6 wings? It looks like it has 6 wings, some weird red spike on its shoulders for no reason. And its Stinger Cannon, if is that even a cannon? Not 100% sure. It's a bit busy for a Mega Beedrill design. Especially considering where it starts with regular Beedrill. Still too much. It's overly designed, rather, probably is the better term. It does over half the health. Leftovers. Okay. Enough that the AI doesn't get procced. This should be the final hallway, right? Yeah, this is the final hallway. See, they didn't use Mega Gardevoir, so what is their Mega? Angoro. Cat's being goofy. Aggron. You rather got Iron Head or Sturdy? Oh, never mind. Your Mega Aggron. Oh, I think you lose Sturdy. What is his ability? Heavy Metal or something that doubles his weight, if I remember right. But I think he becomes pure steel afterwards. I think we lose the rock. Yeah, I must have lost rock. Either way, still held up well enough that the AI didn't heal it. Oh god damn it, not you! I don't want to deal with you. First it was Wally, then Leaf, now I gotta deal with Ash! Tell Ash to go home! Oh god, he's got drought too. Why does everybody have drought in this godforsaken place? Charizard. I should be okay. That's not as mega. Sceptile, that's gonna be a problem. Shit. That's his pure grass type, but that's fast. I don't know. Yeah, Golem ain't gonna stand a chance either. Strong. What was Chef Tree's ability? Oh. Well, so much for that. Yeah, that's fair. Well, it doesn't really matter at this point. Facade, I guess. Oh, yep, so that was faster. Yeah, there was no chance of this one going off well. And there it goes. Jesus. Although it's not gonna matter. His violence is slower than Sceptile in the first place. Well, I got a crit at least. Holy shit. Up there's the Cario. Yeah, Port Sphere. Down it goes. Yeah, so that was another case of where if I had had Jinx, things might have gone different. Well, no, actually. Because that X scissor, I don't think Jinx would have been able to go first either. That would have definitely been a problem. Yeah, her defense sucks. So X scissor would have been a problem for Jinx. Just Leaf Blade in general is a problem. Mandy Buzz would have been the next best option. She might have survived an X Scissor. Even if she did, best thing I could have done with her is Rock Tomb. Let's see. What to use to deal with a Sceptile? It's like she's got grass and bug type moves. Could use Beautifly, like train her up would be an option. Kling Klang has got the simply wrong nature for all this. Kling Klang's just not usable in their state. Linoon. It's not part dragon. So Play Rough wouldn't be helpful. Bird? Like a different bird? Firo? Probably could? Yeah, I think Firo might be able to do it. I tried giving Mandibuzz a shot, just out of interest because I've never used one before, but I guess it's just not compatible with how I like to play these games. Let's see how much of a difference that makes. There was another guy under the bridge? Fuck me, I guess. Alright. I knew that was probably gonna happen. Okay, not as much damage as I was expecting, and still not enough. That facade won't kill it. Okay. I can just hit it with like a full restore or something. Wait a second. I've got Backslide. I don't need anybody else. Oregon Z. Should be fine. As long as I take it out with Earthquake, shouldn't have any problems. Shedinja, okay. I have Rock Slide, so Shedinja is not an obstacle. As long as I hit it, okay. Oh, you jackwipe. Okay. Phantom Force, oh no. God damn it. Mega Mawile. Okay, that was this dude's thing. Huge power, Mega Mawile. The thing was a beast. I don't have a full restore. Well, fuck me, I guess. coming next? Is that Sceptile next? Charizard next, okay. Okay, yep, I was lucky enough I could backslide. Now we get Sceptile, send out Fearow. Should I Big Blast? Okay. Burn it, burn it, burn it. Oh! Super burn. Okay, so yeah, Ash healed it, which gives me another shot at the burn. No burn. How many of those does he have? Jesus Christ. I mean, if he burns them all on Sceptile, that'd be wonderful. Dragon Dance. Why now? Why Dragon Dance now when you're about to die? Lucario. Let's try Swampert again. I think Lucario might be faster. I know he's weak to ground. Okay, not holding Sash, alright. Greninja should be fine. No wait, be Water Dark. Let's try Shift Tree. Just curious. Interesting. So Greninja is the Mega in the form of Ash Greninja. Okay. Well, that's not very nice, sir. Damn it. I was hoping he'd live. So yeah, Sunlight gone, so that ruined my chance to use Golem effectively here. Swampert, I don't have any good options because Greninja's too fast. To hope Swampert can survive. Oh my goodness, okay. No. Okay. Hoping I might have just gone past it. No. Alright. Yeah, there it went. Alright. Let's try Jinx then. Sludge Wave, Surf. What other moves does it know? Energy Ball? Hey, that helps, but does it not know a Dark type move? It may not know a Dark type move. That's a bizarre choice, if so. Pikachu. I'm not taking any fucking chances with this thing. Of course it had a Focus Sash. Why wouldn't it? Hyper Potion. So he ran out of full restores, but now he just got potions. Okay. Alright, there it goes. Finally made it out of that place. Please do not make me fight gold. Mewtwo Knight? Why? Oh god. Okay, there's a cave. I don't want to go in there right now. I want to just go get healed, save. Alright. I'm gonna end this stream here. I have a strong feeling the Pokemon League's gonna give me problems too. But we'll see when we get there. I appreciate you guys being here, and I hope I will see you guys next time. Bye.